Let's have a brief talk about authenticity. Some of you might relate to this, some of you might be going through this, and I wanted to just put to words what you might be feeling. So if you're going through a time where you're finding that the things that you've been doing, whether it's your job, where you live, the way you've been living your life, your lifestyle, the things you do, the people you hang out with, the ways you think, that things just aren't working anymore. They don't feel good anymore. And instead, what you're feeling is uncomfortable. You keep coming up against resistance. Things aren't flowing. Things aren't happening. You're not enjoying it because your truth is changing. Who you are is changing. And those things you were doing and the ways you were living your life are no longer authentic to you. And so we're coming into this time, or you may be going through a time in your life where you're being asked to be a more authentic version of you. Instead of going back and putting on that t-shirt from high school and you're in your late 30s or you're in your 40s, and instead of putting on this junky, threadbare shirt, you're like, no, I'm gonna put on a different shirt. This is me now. Instead of covering up the gray hair, it's like, nope, this is me. This is me, and I have my gray hair and I'm gonna own it and rock it. Instead of continuing to play that same old song, you're like, no, I'm going to do a different song. Because if you don't, what starts to happen is you begin to feel like you're getting squeezed. It's not working anymore. It's not comfortable anymore. And you don't yet know where to go instead. All you know and what you keep coming up with is more evidence of what's not working. And you're like, okay, I get that. Thanks, universe, but where do I go instead? What do I focus on instead? What do I do instead? Help me out here. And those answers may not be readily available. And it's going to come to you very slowly. It's just going to trickle in. And every time you go through a situation and you come up against more resistance, more uncomfortable feelings like, man, this just doesn't feel right. Nah, I'm just not enjoying this. Nah, this is not me anymore. What is me? I don't know. You don't know yet. And it will be revealed to you a little bit by little bit. And when you come out on the other side, after you have a collection of these uncomfortable circumstances which are directing you somewhere else, you're going to come out eventually on the other side and you're going to be like, finally, I get it. I've come home. I see it. And you will come out with a greater level of self-love, a greater level of self-acceptance, a more authentic and true path. You being you, speaking your truth, living and being your truth, and knowing what makes sense to you, knowing who you are on a deeper level than you did before. So hang in there if you're going through that, and know it's confusing now, it's difficult now, it's painful and so uncomfortable, but know that you will get through that and you will get answers in time and that you are being guided. Thank you for watching.